TheHockeyWriters.com just put out what is admittedly a really bizarre article. Now, I'm 90% sure this is satire, although the reason why I'm re-recording this to add 90% sure instead of certain is that there's not really a lot of humor in the article. It's absurd, but not like funny, and there's not a big punchline other than how silly it is. Either way, satire or not, hopefully satire, the article has got a lot of people riled up, and it's touching on a topic I've seen discussed all over social media, and that is the role of RUIN Mitchkov within the Flyers organization. The article states that the Flyers should trade RUIN Mitchkov for fan morale. And I mean, that title is why I think it's got to be satire. No one cares about fan morale when you're rebuilding, especially when you have what could be a future NHL superstar. The premise of the article is that there's both a Matvey isn't good enough faction within the Flyers and a Mitchkov is not being treated well by the organization faction, both of which are at odds. It goes on to say that trading the player should make both sides happy and that Mitchkov may never thrive under Tocchet's system. Now, again, there's absurdity here. The article implies that you build around a head coach rather than a young developing core of your team. Again, I think it's poking fun at Flyers fans. And also that it would be a good thing for Flyers fans who like Mitchkov to develop an interest in a second team, whoever he gets traded to. The only thing kind of pulling me back from 100% is that this specific author has written about Mitchkov and the Flyers issues plenty of times, and I want to kind of go over just generally, regardless of what's going on in that article, some of the other discussion points I've seen online. First of all, there was the belief among many Flyer fans I've seen that Mitchkov came into camp not really in great shape. And I mean, I don't know. He's acknowledged that his training regime this summer was different in that he focused more on off-ice training, whereas traditionally between seasons he'd keep skating. And listen, I'm just going to be frank. There is, I think, an unfair opinion among many hockey fans that Russians generally are lazy players. So Mitchkov is getting a bit of that. Mitchkov's reputation for being lazy also relates to his relationship with John Tortorella, former Flyers coach, and also I think his ozone-focused style of play. Another big discussion point has been an interview Sean Couturier gave where he touched on some of these things. He said, and I quote, "He's a great goal scorer. He has a lot of skill. I think you just got to find a way to contribute to helping the team win in the other ways when you're struggling. You're not always going to be scoring goals every game. I've seen improvement in the way he's not cheating as much and being on the right side of puck. I'm sure it's a little different for him. If he sticks to playing more the right way, I think he's going to be better for the team overall." I don't know if like Flyers Twitter is particularly inflammatory. I mean, Flyers fans, y'all know how you are. But this was seemingly an explosive interview from Couturier. I will say he is calling the player out a little bit more so than you sometimes see captains or other players do. But I don't know, in this specific case, I think his offensive struggles have been obvious, and Couturier is also recognizing that as he transitions his game, he's being a better overall player. You have to keep in mind, Mitchkov is only 20. He has fewer than 100 NHL games under his belt. He's on a rebuilding team, and in that time, he still has 71 points. He also does have these moments of individual greatness, and I think Flyers fans should be excited. Some of the other criticism I think is even less substantial. Apparently, there's a deep rift in the team as showed by when he tried to do a Michigan in practice and hit Dan Vladar, which not ideal, but whatever. Then also apparently during that goal he scored against Ottawa, his teammates didn't celebrate enough. I don't know, man. Either way, the Flyers are clearly on the right path. This season has been an obvious improvement for them. I'm really excited to see their game against Edmonton today. Really, the bright spot for me has been Trevor Zegras absolutely shining in Philadelphia system. That is honestly something I did not expect. In 15 games played, he has 16 points. I'd love to see him be that point-a-game player we all thought he could be. I mean, keep in mind, he's also only 24 years old. But let me know what you guys think. Is this article satire? Is this discussion ridiculous? I look forward to reading all your comments down below. Until next time, bye-bye.